half a pound of nutter. Half a pound of nutter? What is nutter? Red lipstick on my face. I've not done that in a hell of a long time. It's been about a couple of years, I'm sure. But I was doing that twirl thing where I said I'd try my dress on every month when I did a weigh-in. I can't see any difference at all, but I have lost weight, as I'll be explaining shortly. But put the dress on, I thought, yeah, let's put the lipstick on as well. Had to put my hair up in a bun. I refuse to cut my hair since I've moved here since 2020 because I promised myself I would not cut my hair until I got below 200 pounds. It's got incredibly long. I look very witchy. So there's not much I can do apart from put it up. Don't think even victory rolls would work. So literally a bun. That's as far as it goes really. But anyway. Hello. A month on World War II rations. I was expecting a lot worse. I've eaten tons, absolutely loads. Been very samey during the week. I have never run out of rations. I've still got some raisins and some sultanas left. Used most of my porridge. Been using all my milk. I use oat milk. What else? 1 week's worth of sugar I used in a whole month. So I've really cut the sugary stuff back. I've eaten a lot of bread, but it's gone all right. I'm dying for a pie this weekend. I have kept meaning to make a really nice pie with pastry on it. And because of just so much I have in my life to do, I just haven't got round to it. But this weekend I am going to have one hell of an enormous pie on my plate. Lord Walton pie. I just can't wait. It's going to be delicious. I feel quite bright and bubbly today. And that's probably because I've been eating well. I feel I've been eating well. 3 meals a day, nearly every morning I just tip the porridge in. And then, I cut some fruit up with that. Maybe a pear, maybe a plum. And I really enjoy that. Lots of raw veggies, as in salads. Lots of stews. But I've, had lots of sandwiches like a bacon butty. 2 rashers of bacon in a sandwich. It's not real bacon, so I don't eat meat. But it tastes pretty bacony. It's absolutely lovely anyway. And I feel like I've eaten well. No eating in between meals at all. And anyway, so apprehensively, I jumped on the scales this morning and I went down to the doctor's surgery and they did a weigh-in with me as well. And they also took my bloods, so because I want to see what my cholesterol levels are. And then I want to see how they improve throughout the year as well. I know they're going to be a little bit dodgy. Without giving too much away, 2 close family members of mine are quite slender and they have elevated cholesterol. So I think that's possibly something that I'm going to be prone to and got to watch out for. Anyway, do you notice I've got the dress on? It's still way too tight. I can't see a difference. I recorded a little twirl thing which you'll either see now or I'll put it in the video somewhere. I promised I'd do it. I don't see any difference particularly. I can do the zip up at the back though. It's still so tight. The dress will probably fit me when I've lost about another 30 pound, but promise to do it. So where was I? Weight loss. Have I got it written down somewhere? So I weighed in, didn't I? Exactly a month ago, and I was at 299 pounds. Nearly at 300 pounds. To be quite honest, the day before I had jumped on the scales and it looked like it was going way over £300. I jumped off before it registered. I just couldn't take it. Absolutely couldn't take it, because mentally that would have destroyed me, because I promised myself never to get over £300. So it was a day or two later, I think it was a couple of days before I did my official weigh-in. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I weighed in £299 officially. And this morning I weighed in at 285.3. Sorry, I haven't got it written down. Hang on a minute. It should be on my Feel. I have an app on my phone. Just bear with me. See what it says. And it measures your weigh-ins when you jump on the scales. It's fab. I've had it for years, so it's probably a bit outdated now, but just bear with me. Oh my gosh. So slow. So impatient. Right, tracking. Let's see what it says. What am I? 285.8. I thought it was 285.3. So this morning, 285.8. So let's round that up to 286, which makes 9. I've lost £13 in a month. I'm absolutely thrilled with that. And I tell you why I'm thrilled, because I've eaten lots. I've never restricted. I've never counted calories. Because for me, I want to get back to eating like they did in the old days, olden days during the war. You know, the way we were fed when I was younger. We had 3 substantial meals a day and maybe a light snack in the evening. So it was 3 main meals a day. We were absolutely not allowed to eat in between meals. My parents didn't send me to school with fancy stuff in my lunchbox. No way. There was no biscuits or crisps. There was some biscuits in the cupboard, but they were my dad's biscuits and we were not allowed to touch them. So literally we weren't allowed anything in between meals. 3 solid meals a day. Mum put plenty out. There was always bread on the table as well if you still were hungry. And then in the evening we'd have a bit of supper. Now then it was either a bit of cheese on toast or a sandwich or maybe a leftover scone from Sunday afternoon or something like that. I never really felt hungry. I felt hungry just before a meal, maybe the half hour or so. You know, like when you're a kid and you're burning off all that energy, you suddenly feel famished, don't you? And you get really rumbly stomach. But that's how it should be. And Mum always made sure we had, for breakfast we used to have porridge, and we would have as much toast as we wanted afterwards. So it was usually 2 or 3 slices of toast. The way I look at it, 3 substantial meals a day, lots of vegetables, make sure you get your protein, some carbohydrates, and then you have your snack in the evening. Stay away from processed foods. Try and have as many whole foods as possible. Less sugar. You might have had a pudding. Sometimes Mum made us a pudding, and we definitely had puddings on a Sunday. We had massive apple pies and we had scones. But in between that, obviously, I was more active, and that's what I want to do as my back pain subsides. Talking about back pain, I've still got it, but I tell you what, it's not half as bad as it was a month ago, and I have been walking back and to and from work a few times. I work a lot from home as well, so I don't always have to go into work. So I've managed that. It has been uncomfortable, but not as soul destroying as it was before. So I knew things were going well. I knew I was likely losing weight this month, but I never for a moment thought it was going to be that much. For me, for somebody who's been eating so well, and I've just been eating so much, I couldn't comprehend that I'd be losing nearly a stone in a month. I was hoping for maybe 5, 6, 7 pounds. So, yeah. I haven't felt particular craving either. It's not been too bad at all. And I feel so much brighter already. Please let this be the time that I manage to get below 200 pounds and stay there for the rest of my life. Alright, I've got a question. Somebody can help me. I was looking at a recipe here. I haven't Googled it. Maybe I should Google it. Maybe it's just me, my sense of humour, but I found a recipe for Champneys fruit pudding, whatever that means. Champneys fruit pudding. Here's the ingredients and here's the method. Now, if you don't laugh, there's something wrong with you. So it says it calls for 1/4 pound of whole wheat breadcrumbs. That's fine. Oh, my eyesight. Honestly, I need new glasses. 3/4 pound of whole wheat flour. That's fine. 1 ounce of self-raising flour. 1/2 pound of sultanas. This is quite a lot of rations. Quite a lot of points you're using on this. 1/2 pound of raisins. Oh my goodness. 1/4 pound of sugar. 2 eggs and a little milk. And the last ingredient, I kid you not, and I don't know what it is, 1/2 pound of nutter. 1/2 pound of nutter. What is nutter? Anyway, here's the method. Rub the nutter into the flour. What's the nutter? What is nutter? Rub the nutter into the flour and then add the remainder of the dry ingredients. Beat the eggs with a little milk and add gradually. Put into a greased basin, cover with greased paper and steam for 4 hours. Cost of living, I can't steam something for 4 hours, but we have microwaves. Not strictly 1940s, I know, but it doesn't matter, does it? Nobody is going to steam something for 4 hours during the cost of living crisis, are they? But anyway, if anybody knows what 1/2 pound of nutter is, what it is, what it looks like, without Googling it, I think I will Google it later though, I'm extremely curious. Please let me know because I need 1/2 pound of nutter. I need 1/2 pound of nutter to make a Champneys fruit pudding.